I worked in government for a long time. And in working with government, you got a lot of people that's trying to get up on, get to the next level, promotions, different things. You depending on what you're working on, people are trying to, make sure that they have the right information to share or to grow their career. And sometimes that's at the expense of what the actual goal or mission of your office is really about. So when that happens, sometimes you can have people accuse you of things or talk to you a certain way or do certain things that are not positive and could cause you a little problem here or there, false allegations. I've had that happen to me before. I've had where, people above me actually accused me of things that wasn't true. And, I always look at it, where for one, I'm never that concerned with it only because if I know what the truth is, then I'm good. And I'll stand on the truth and I'll stand on what I did or didn't do. However, there's a part of me that always wanted to defend myself. And I wanted to make sure I made sure they knew that I knew what they were doing and that it wasn't going to work. Now, with that being said, when you come at me, my first instinct is to defend myself violently. However, I understand that if I want to keep my job, I can't do that. So I got to come at it through more of, thinking about what's going on, think about who I'm talking to and how I'm going to approach them and make sure I do it in a way that can straighten out the issue, but also leave me in a place where it doesn't affect my career going forward. And, luckily I was able to do that on a few occasions. I had one occasions where I had a supervisor that, it was funny because she was one of those people that didn't like to read. Now, we had a briefing that prepared for her as she came into the office, but she didn't like to read. So you give her the information and she don't read it. She didn't pay attention to what you gave her. And then when she had to brief out, she would pretend or act as if, or not pretend because she really didn't know, but she would go and she would pretend nobody gave it to her. But in reality, it was just that she didn't know what was going on because she never read anything. One particular time I'm in a meeting and I had, we were in a meeting with the much higher up and being briefing them, and the person was asking her questions. She couldn't answer the question. And she flat out said, well, my team wasn't able to get this to me in time, so I didn't have a chance. And I was tired of her always making it as if we didn't do our job. So I said in front of everybody, I was like, oh, no, we gave you this a week ago and it's in here. And then I started answering the questions. The person that was in charge, the higher up, stopped talking to her and started asking me questions. We got through the meeting and went well after that. And after that, we went back to my boss's office. And she was like, well, why do you do that? And I told her, it's like, it's important for people to understand that, I'm not staying at the position I'm in. And I can't have people thinking I'm incompetent, slow, or not able to do the job at a high level. And what you keep doing by not reading the things that are provided to you or paying attention when you're briefed is you make me look bad. And I can't have that. So I will give you a briefing. I will give you the information you need. And if you choose not to read it or not pay attention, I'm not going to be made look like an idiot. She ain't like it too much. However, it didn't matter because the people above her understood or liked the fact that I knew what I was doing. So I had to make sure I challenged the falsehood that she was putting out in order to not have myself looking like an idiot and having my career hampered in any way. Now, for Israel, what I would have done, or what I would have liked to have done, was to smack upside.
That's what I'm talking about. Smack him in the head. Matter of fact, smack him in the head and call me. You should have. That's what you should have.
That's what I would have liked to do.
Hey, I just had to smack. I'm on my way. That's how that would happen.
But
I'd have been.
I was like, yo. And just tell people off sometimes. Sometimes you want to just let them know, yo, you stupid, man.
Mad profanity, right?
It's because you stupid. It ain't because of me.
Stupid. Among other things.
Right. But understanding in business and in the professional setting, you can't do that. So you got to take a different route. However, my thing is always the same. I'm not going to let you get away with making me look bad because of your incompetence. If someone comes and we talk about false, something being said that's false. Did they mean to say it? Or did they not know that what they were saying was false? Or did they know what they were saying was false? Two different ways that you handle that.
Yeah, it comes down to, did I lie or was I wrong?
Right. And if you were wrong, we can discuss that, and I can let you know, hey, you were just wrong on this. That's not what happened.
A little bit, maybe make sure
and we cool.
Something like that.
If you lied, and we know you lied,
then I'm gonna smack. Wait, no, you can go ahead. I forgot.
Yeah, we're not gonna smack, but we gonna make sure that not only you know that I know you were lying, but everybody that you lied to will know that you lied.
And if you don't know, now you know.
This is my whole thing, especially in if someone, and I've had people. Like I had people send me emails and have all these people on it to tell me off. But they were wrong. In my email, I respond back.
Corporate clapback.
To let them know you was wrong and blah, blah, blah. To everybody, I'm responding to all.
Like that's
And then what I would get is I apologize. With just me on it. Now, what I do is I respond to all again and say, thank you, I accept your apology. Because I'm not going to let you get away with lying and hide. You can't hide your lie. And don't apologize to me in private when you tried to embarrass me in public. So I think those are things when people, accuse you or falsely, was it a lie or were they wrong? And if they were wrong, give them some grace. Even if they were a lie. If they were lying, you can have some grace too, but I'm going to correct your lie. I'm giving you grace because I ain't go upside your head. But I'm going to correct it because your lie can't be allowed to stand and people start believing it's a truth. And people always say, well, I'm just speaking my truth. Your truth was a lie. So don't tell me you speaking your truth. There is the truth or there's a lie. Ain't no your truth. That whole everybody got they just speak their truth. No, if it ain't the truth, it's a lie. I can't have my own personal truth.